It's the greatest crypto show you'll ever know. The Mo, he is the Mo. Tune into Mo. The Mo, he is the Mo. Tune into Mo. It's the greatest crypto show you'll ever know. The Mo, he is the Mo. Tune into Mo. It's the greatest crypto show you'll ever know.
I love that intro. I'm telling you, Young Stunner does an amazing job with the videos that we have. And in fact, I don't know why I let off at that one. I'm gonna have to lead. I'm gonna have to start the BpDAI video because that's what we're all here for. We're here for BpDAI to our Dava.
Down by the stream where the big dogs dream, back to my home I will not go, for if I do, my wife will say, will we ever see BpDAI going to Adorai, going to Adorai, going to Adorai.
Snuck that one in there. You were expecting the other one, weren't you? I'll bring that one out in a little bit. All right, let me bring the gents up here. Johnny, sir, Mr. Papa Vegas.
Hey. Live action.
Hey. It's good to have you here, sir. And the vocalist of the group.
Hi. I like that the song goes for the wife. Well, because the wife is the one that's asking, will we ever see BpDAI going to Adara?
I mean, it fits. I'm sure we're.
They want to know.
Look, babe, we're gonna get the mansion when PDAI gets to $1. Well, when's it getting to $1?
Hello, I thought you said Dara.
Dara. And speaking of the actual PDAI, had a nice little pop over the weekend, as mostly everything had a nice pop.
A little bit.
I don't want to get ahead of myself, but it feels a little bit like there's a bull run coming. I don't want to get too ahead of myself. I haven't quite determined if ETH has fully uncucked itself or not.
Can you uncuck that, or are you just gonna?
The cuck is hard with ETH, man. The cuck is hard with ETH. It keeps wanting to pull back. I thought I was gonna wake up. We're gonna be at 2,800, and it was like, I'm gonna dip below 25. I was like, you fucking cuck. Every time. But I'll tell you what. I'm firmly in the belief that it's going to uncuck itself, or we're just gonna have to do it for it. And the bull run's going to fucking take off. But these last couple of days, making it get real exciting again. Right before the weekend hit, we crossed 100K on BpDAI, which, I know some people are kind of snickering that we're celebrating 100K market cap. But when you start at absolutely zero and you make it past 100K market cap in barely a week, that's legit. That's something going there. So we got a strong
it feels
community.
like it's hard to convey.
I think it's because people are used to seeing big numbers. Like we talk about sometimes, privately, about these VC dump fests that will come and just all of a sudden is on the market at like $1 billion market cap. You're like, well, that's going to go well. Where does it go from there? When everybody's already loaded up into it, and then you release.
I'm gonna buy more.
But, we started at $0 market cap, making a Zora post for fun, just as a demonstration, maybe even a gag, just little homage to our wonderful PDAI that we love so much, and started one holder, me, all me and nothing, 99% on the open market. Me holding 1% of a worthless joke. And then we gave it a little bit of worth. And now we're past 500 holders and we're past 100K market cap. Kind of flip-flop between 110, 115, back a little bit. But, this is wild. I don't know. What do you guys think? Bull run's coming? Are we here? Or So we got a little bit of cuck first.
Yeah, it just feels like there's so much. It's hard to get past the trauma, right, of what we've been through, and to watch a pullback. I mean, it's not that bad, right? But still, anything like that, we are. It's funny how quickly we go back into thinking it's cuck territory, because it's like it went under 2,500, and we're like, it's cucked.
Well, it is, because 2 years ago, what were we saying? This thing's going to get to 11,000, 12,000, 13. Now we're like, look, we'll literally take the all-time highs, like maybe just a little bit past, and be like, we'll settle for that at this point. I mean, maybe not all of us, but a lot of us feel that way at this point. It's like you said, it's been so traumatizing. So I stand by my previous statement. It is cucked, while it's ridiculously under its highs of this cycle alone. So I stand by that statement. Argue with me. Prove me wrong.
I mean, even if you get in now on base or ETH, anything that's paired with ETH, low market cap, even if ETH just gets to its all-time high again, I think you're going to be in a good place. You know, if your main pair is ETH and you're in a low market cap coin such as Exhibit A right here, you know, what happens if ETH does a 2, 3, 4x? Okay, if you're turbo slingshot leverage on it and you're bonded with it and you're paired with it, what are you going to do, right?
Yeah.
So I don't necessarily think that that's the worst. I mean, worst case scenario was we get back to all-time high and we get scammed down. But you can't look at it like that. You got to look at it like, how am I going to make the best out of the worst possible scenario that can happen and be prepared for it? You can't just think moon boy at all times. You can't just be like, oh, ETH is definitely going to 15 grand. There's no rule book here. It doesn't have to go. It doesn't have to go to 10 grand. You know, it might only get to 6. Then what? You know, so instead of being that guy that round trips like I was my first cycle for sure, and part of the second cycle, you know, have a plan in place. Not necessarily a dollar amount. I don't like to have dollar amounts, but have a plan in place. When I say dollar amount, I mean don't have a dollar amount like portfolio. Don't think to yourself, oh, I have to make $1 million. I have to make $17 million. You don't have to make shit. The market doesn't care what your plans are. So you need to plan accordingly, because anything could happen, right? I personally think that we should be able to at least see 10 to 12. We should be able to see 10 to 12 on Ethereum. There's, you know, I don't know, who knows? But am I going to plan for 10 to 12? Sure. Am I also going to plan for 6 to 8? Absolutely. And I am positioned as such. You know, I get in. You guys know me. I get in. I set my single sides. Set it. Forget it. Go mow some grass. I'm not a big chart cucker, but I've never been known to be the guy that, you know, sits there and trades the 5-minute candle. That's not my style. I get into big, strong communities, low market cap gems, and ride it up. You got to believe in something. Get in something that you believe in. Who cares if it goes down 1 day or 2 days or fucking 3 years at this damn point? Because you're not here for that. You're here for what happens when it goes to the upside. And if you're smart, you're buying on the way down. Otherwise, you're stuck holding a bag until ETH gets to $4,800. And that's not good. So just keep in mind, you're going to want to have some kind of game plan in place. If ETH doesn't get to 15K or 20K or 24K, you know what I mean? All these people you hear people talking all kinds of moon boy math. No, for me, 6 to 12, somewhere in that range is reasonable to plan for. Now, if it goes higher than that, fantastic. I'd love to be wrong to the upside. But I'll be prepared if it doesn't do that, for sure. And I know the Council of LP will be prepared. The House of Warlords will be prepared. You know, And anyone watching this, obviously we're going to have our finger on the pulse, so to speak. So for sure.
And to what you said about being prepared for anything, Shrey in the House of Warlords, like we say it all the time that there's so much alpha. And I've been saying recently, my new saying is there's actionable alpha in this group, like all the time. Shrey dropped this alpha on this one less than a month ago, and it's done a 30x. Mostly everybody missed it because he drops a lot of alpha in there. But I'll tell you what, if you're sitting here this cycle being like, man, I just can't catch a break, I don't know what to do. If you're not in this chat, if you're not in the Council of LP chat, if you're not in the BpDAI chat, then you're definitely missing out on some actionable alpha that definitely exists.
There's been a lot.
There's been a lot. Literally,
there's been a lot
on these streams. The Verse is a frequenter of these streams, and he has made quite a few calls already, just in a handful of streams here. And something tells me he's not finished. So, get in these telegrams. It's very important. And clip this, because you guys need to be in these telegrams. If you're not, and you're sitting here going, why don't I ever know what's up? Why am I always last to the party? This is how crypto works. This is how people get their inside information. Crypto Twitter is one thing, but these Telegram rooms with these alpha gurus, these absolute champions of LP knowledge, that's where you find out the really good shit. We started this. This is a crew that has painted charts before. And we started this, and very quickly, you could tell something was happening. And I'm sure a lot of people were like, that's a funny joke, I'm not doing it. 10K, 20K, 30K market cap, 40K market cap, 50K market cap. Now we're crossing 100K market cap. Are you going to fade it until we get to 200K? Are you going to fade it until we get to 500K? I don't know. But if you're sitting there wondering why you can't find out shit and you're not in these Telegram groups, that might be one of the reasons. So like Johnny said, you need to prepare. And part of that preparation is exposing yourself to every possible idea. Because I'll tell you what, I'm someone who's heavy in TitanX. I'm heavy in Pulse Chain. I'm heavy in base. That's all massive leverages on ETH. So if ETH just takes a fucking shit out of nowhere and I don't have any leverage anywhere else, then I might not make it this cycle. So I would recommend against the maxi mindset of absolutely nothing else. Definitely have your favorite. Definitely promote your favorite. Protect your bags. But always be willing to adapt, because there's a lot of chains out there and anything can happen. So be prepared, like Johnny said.
Yeah.
And shout out to the House of Warlords.
Always.
I'm done. Sorry.
Always got to shout them boys out. Yeah. Every day.
There's just so much alpha in there.
Shrey has this guy doesn't sleep. First of all, he's 6 hours ahead of us. So, I mean, Jesus Christ, it's 10:23 Eastern. So do the math on that. He's the loudest one in the chat. This guy, all he does is trench warfare. After this bull run, there's going to be a picture in the dictionary of trench warfare. It's not going to be World War I. It's just going to be a picture of Shrey's battle station at his house. You know what I mean? Because this guy lives and dies in the trenches, but he does the work, humbly, and he passes on knowledge. He doesn't tell you everything that he's in, but if it's a solid play and he's got a good amount of conviction in it, he lets everybody know about it, and he is okay doing that. You know what I mean? So, he is quite literally one of the foundations in TitanX. I know he's a big time player in Pulse Chain. I know anything that he gets in, you want to be in it because he's not a Jeep. And he has a following of people that follow him. Everywhere he goes, he will bring multiple people. And look at us, BpDAI. He's a big reason for this success. Why? Because he runs the House of Warlords. Why? Because he called it in House of Warlords. at like a 6K market cap, right? He called it a 6K market cap. And a bunch of people from the House of Warlords jumped in on it. And guess what? We're not Jeets. Everyone's holding. I mean, look at the chart. Yeah, we had one Jeet candle. Okay, that guy's out. But look, it recovered quite nicely. You know what I mean? So actually recovered over a 2x from that bottom.
Yep.
So, you know, when we say Shrey knows what he's talking about, we're not just blowing smoke up his ass. This guy knows what the hell he's talking about. He just did a casual, what did he just say? He did a casual 30x. You know what I mean? And he called it. He told everyone about it. But
Put it right
I
in
mean,
the middle of the chat.
I'm not going to lie. This guy, I don't know where this guy's getting his money from, but he's always got plays. And he doesn't go in. He doesn't go in light. Let's just say that. He goes in when he goes into a play. That's why it's like, okay, when he talks, I'll listen, because he's not just chucking in like $50 or $75. You know what I mean? So he does the research, he does the chart analysis, he does all that and brings you the TA so that you don't have to do it. I mean, you still should, but sometimes by the time he'll make a call, and then you have like 2 hours to pull the trigger, because multiple people are also, or there's 500 people in that Telegram. 500 people are also seeing the alpha that he puts in. So you never know. You never know. Oh yeah, I need a T-shirt that says "I want to be Shrey when I grow up."
I want to be Shrey.
But the funny thing,
I need one.
The best part about the House of Warlords is, yeah, we talk a lot about Shrey because he's starting it, right? He's the father of that. But there's a lot of people in there. A lot of people from multiple communities. There's a bunch of Pulse Chain guys in there. Shout out. There's a bunch of, there's like base people in there. There's TitanX people in there. There's Ethereum people in there. There's Binance bros. So like you get a little bit of everything when you're in there. Highly recommend it. I really highly recommend it, because honestly, there's no alpha on X. If you're on X, you're going to hear people bitching, moaning, crying. You're going to hear some people calling some weird shit. You know, you're going to hear other people calling weird shit. It's like, am I going to follow this guy I've never even heard of? You know what I mean? That doesn't make sense. But if you go in the House of Warlords, you have Shrey and 499 other people that have eyes on this thing.
Great.
And let me tell you, the community moves quick. The community moves fast. Just look at this chart. Same thing with Dragon Fart Dust. When Dragon Fart Dust launched and me and Nathan took it over, you know what I mean? That got shouted out at House of Warlords, and that thing went from a 300,000 to a 3.5 million market cap in like 3 weeks. So when he says make a move, at least look into it. I'm not saying go into everything he talks about, because this guy will be like on some weird ass chain no one's ever heard of, and then he'll be like, "Oh God, I just did just made $10,000 on that chain in like 15 minutes." You're like, what's you know what I mean? It's like, oh, I'm on Hogwarts chain right now.
Yeah, dude.
Fucking train to get there. You know,
It's printing.
It's like, it's printing. Like, bro, what are you not in? What are you in that's not printing? Like, he finds them though, man. He finds them.
Sleep?
I don't think so.
Good God.
I don't know.
I mean,
I think Shrey might be like Mike D, and he's a robot. Actually,
Very possible.
might be possible.
But he doesn't make as
he's like
many errors as AI, dude. AI makes errors all the time, bro.
Well, Shrey might be a supercomputer,
Yeah.
or he might be like future sentient AI sent back to pick only the winners.
There he is right now, talking about a printer right now. He wants to ask Nathan how the WGP rewards are treating you.
Hey, that's a nice segue. All right,
good segue. Talk about leverage on Ethereum, right? You've got something in the WGEP has just captured my attention, just because of how steady it has maintained itself over the last week. Even with ETH fluctuating up and down, this thing can go from, what is the price right now? That is it 3 zeros or is it 2 zeros?
What are you looking at?
2 zeros. Right here. I got it up.
WGEP. So look, I mean, the sideways action is great for
Because it's
the
vol.
purposes of
That's
what people are trying to get out of this. The thing that has been most impressive is that entire time of that horizontal line there from, I don't know, a week ago almost. It has never dropped. Maybe I think it dropped below 2 million in volume one time to like 1.9, but it's always maintained. So OG Web Chef has these bots running. These, I guess there are bots. I don't know the right term for the bots that he has because I'm not as familiar with the entire Pulse Chain ecosystem that he's built with these printers, but this one is doing really, really well. So I'm a small fish in it. I only have 1K in it, but it's been printing, even on 1K, it's been printing about $50 to $60 in Ethereum per day, like nonstop. Every 30 minutes, you get a little drip. Every 30 minutes, drip, 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 and it adds up. So, yeah, that's been great. But talk about leverage on ETH. You have something with over 700K liquidity. So I'm guessing that's probably a 50-50. It probably has 350 or 300K in ETH in there. If ETH moves up and really starts booming, right? This is going to go crazy.
That's a 6% a day, by the way, for those listening.
Oh yeah, so
That's
yeah, my
6% per day. Per day.
I mean, if it maintains, then that's not that what is that? A couple weeks to make back your initial. I mean, I'm already even with dips on it. I'm just always sitting over my initial, which is great. And that's the same thing you look for in an LP as well, right? If you're LPing for fees, you want to make sure that if there is a dip in the token that you're LPing on in your concentrated range, you want to at least have your fees get you back to your initial or exceed it, right? Because that's what you're really looking for. You're looking for more value out of what you put in. With WGEP, you don't have to LP, you don't have to stake. You just own the tokens, and because of that, you get the ETH drip, which it's been a really great experience so far. It's worrisome in the way the market has been to hold onto something like this for as long as I have. I know it's only been like a week, but I'm gonna let it ride. I'm gonna let it ride and see, because it could still go down, more, and I'd still be up because I'm printing. So I'm having a good time with this, and I do not mind telling people about this one. I don't think you're too late to get in. I mean, it's only got 731 holders. So, yeah, check out WGEP. Get in the House of Warlords. People are talking about it. OG Web Chef, that the Telegram link there on the token, it links out to the entire OG Web Chef universe of tokens. But people are in there talking about WGEP all the time.
So I guess Remember is one of the printers, and that just relaunched.
I thought he was telling us to remember what relaunched.
I know.
I don't know
what.
I don't remember.
I was wondering what
Remember launched.
I was wondering what was going on because I took a look. Remember, I talked to you guys about it. I was like, "What's going on with Remember?" Because it was down. It was down 51%. But I saw another Remember, so I saw two. So I was like, "That's weird. What's going on there?" I didn't know that. So there you go. They did a relaunch.
Ted, shout out, sir. How are you?
Hey, Ted.
Good. Welcome, boys. Good to see you. I was in the House of Warlords doing some drooling. Yes.
Love it.
Lots of stuff.
It's a
Where to
ridiculous
begin?
amount of alpha. Yeah, pretty much.
No.
Yeah, he told me, he goes, "Hey, check the pinned messages." And I was like, Shrey, you have 570 pinned messages. Which one would you? I'll just start at the beginning.
Pick one.
That's funny. Does he really?
Yeah, there's 570.
That's a lot.
Don't start at the beginning. Start behind and then go backwards. We're
Pin
gonna have
376.
Yeah, we're gonna have kind of a shorter stream today, Ted. But
That's fine.
is there anything you wanted to talk about before we move on to Johnny's topic?
Yeah, I have an answer for you, Mo.
Okay.
And that was Richard Hart's move. I never answered you. You
What was the
recall?
question?
What was the question?
Is with the way that Richard Hart won the case and so on and so forth, you went around the horn, you asked everybody what the next move, what he was going to do, was he going to stream, whatever. And I never answered you.
Okay. Say it again.
And can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. So my answer is he's not going to do anything probably for like 6 months. He's just going to sit and chill and see what happens. That's my answer. I don't think he's going to do much at all.
I don't think he needs to.
I think he's going to ride into victory and just see what happens, and then he'll pop up eventually. But I don't think anything immediate is going to happen.
I think if he just posts like a YouTube video every once in a while to let people know he's alive.
Yeah.
I mean, for me, that suffices for me. I don't need him to stream to do what? The chart is down. Like, you don't want, you know what I mean? You really want to stream with your chart that's been down for 2 years? You know what I mean? Or 3 years or whatever. How old is it?
I don't see any rush to it.
You know what I mean? Yeah, like there's no rush for him to stream. What's he going to say?
My thought that I keep coming back to is, after you get $1 billion, you don't have to do anything.
Right.
Oh, why am I do anything? Maybe I'll $1 billion. I can, who knows? We'll see. It'll be interesting. I'm definitely in Pulse Chain though, because there's a funny post today about BpDAI.
Was there?
Yeah, this guy. He's like, I think BpDAI is not gonna do it. I don't think it's legit. I think it's all big pile of horse shit. And he goes, but I did buy a big bag because I will fucking hate myself if it does send, and I didn't buy any when it's this fucking cheap. And I was like,
that's such a cop out, dude.
This fucking guy.
He said he had like 100,000 or something like that, or what? Is that the same dude?
Yeah.
I saw that.
Man, that's such a cop out, dude. It's like, bro, there's going to be a million things that go yard, not just BpDAI. Like, you know what I mean?
Yep.
You don't have to get into BpDAI just because, what would happen if? That is what you don't want to do. That's like exactly what you don't want to do. I try teaching people, get into something that you believe in. Like his money is better spent somewhere else if he doesn't believe in BpDAI. You know what I mean? Like you either believe or you don't. If you don't believe, that's the people that take the 2x onto the next, take the 2x onto the next. They don't believe in that coin. They want the 2x. And I get it. No hatred for those kind of people. I'm not that guy though. But to just be like, I'm just gonna have a bag, a just in case bag. Bro, this isn't casualty insurance, motherfucker. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
it's casualty insurance. Oh my god, that's amazing.
Just in case. No.
Casualty insurance is my main investing strategy when I don't have a lot of money. I'm just gonna throw it out there. Casualty insurance over here, casualty insurance over there. What do you believe in? Nothing. I only have $100. $1 goes to everything.
I'm a nihilist. I believe in nothing.
Yeah, nothing.
Nihilist. Lebowski. We takes the money.
We takes the money.
Oh my god. Okay. I know, Johnny, you wanted to talk about something today.
Yeah.
A new meme coin popping up.
Yeah. Up.
Uh-oh.
Hold on. I'll let the man, the myth, the legend pop in.
Lord. Everyone get ready.
Can I say it? Can I say it?
You can handle it. What?
No, bring him in.
Well,
there he is.
This is how you make an entrance, folks.
Well.
This is exactly the energy you need to make an entrance. Well done.
Yeah.
What's up, Bo?
Not much, man. I got a great story for y'all today. And I'll keep it short.
I'm going to put myself on mute.
So I accidentally, so I was eating a bunch of protein bars because I'm trying to bulk up. Turns out they're fiber bars, right? And then I
Nice.
took some pre-workout, and all I gotta say, bro, was when I was at the gym, dude, it was like Hiroshima, Nagasaki. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get kicked out of my gym, bro. This is bad because I love the gym. So I got some real shit going on in my life. You know what I'm saying?
why are you sweating? Is it the workout? That's the fiber bars, bro.
Yeah.
Dude, I feel my soul just coming out of me. So it's just weird. And then I get home and I was like, dang, they're live streaming. I saw Nathan and, just want to plan having, he's kind of cute. And one day we'll have Gabies together. So it is what it is.
Gabies. That we're going to launch that on Rabies.
Oh, yo.
Rabies.
Yo, we got to do this. That is brilliant, dude. Well, technically it was me, but no, you're brilliant. Yo, is Goo Guy in the chat?
Hey,
Goo Guy.
this is how
Just launch it on Zora.
Yeah.
No, you don't want to do that. You don't want to do that.
Yeah, no, not now that it's actually on Zora coins. Don't do that.
Yeah, Chris, I sent you a DM on Telegram, and then I was just sitting there staring at your profile pic in there for like 10 minutes.
Do you guys
It's
want
him.
a room,
It's him
or-
putting up the Atlas pose.
Oh yeah,
No
absolutely.
No shirt.
Dude, if I was gay, I would look at myself too. So, but I'm not gay.
In the mirror. You're so gay. You're so gay.
Hey, we're having actually a short stream today. Johnny's gonna do a little thing he wants to talk about, and then after that, do you want to do a little chill space, and then we'll wrap it up after that?
Of course.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Johnny,
So I got a little something. I don't know why it's not allowing me to. Why
hang on.
won't?
Let me pull mine off. There, try and do yours now. Present.
Oh,
You have
you
a
know what? I gotta do window. It says to share audio, share a tab. Will it not do audio if I share a window?
Just do the tab. I want to let you do a tab.
It's on a different because it's on a different screen. So it's not
then-
popping down. Hold on, let me cancel. Let me try it again. Don't worry,
Just
folks.
pop it onto another tab.
Hold on. Back at AC.
Heck, can I say over here? Spoon made it in the chat. What's up, Spoon? Appreciate you, buddy. This guy is a streaming champion.
It's telling me window only.
Verse, you're muted.
Yo, shout out to No Spoon. That guy is a day one homie. He's a loyal, biggest support, man. I love the dude to death.
Oh, you know what? It's because it's a PDF. That's why it's making me share a window. It's not online. Let's see what happens if I do this. Let me know if you can't hear me talk.
Okay.
Can you hear me talk?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't
And we
know
can
what the
see.
hell is going- Good. So, had something come across my desk. About the local battle station here in Kentucky the other day. And it was from a gentleman. It's from a gentleman. He's big in the TitanX ecosystem. Goes by the name Investologics. You guys have probably seen him around.
Yeah.
He's in the chats. He's in multiple telegrams, not just TitanX. He's all over the place, just like we are. So, and if I remember correctly, he was an early adopter in Dragon Fart Dust. He was like close to day one. And he was one of the only people that wasn't shitting on it. That's like big into the TitanX ecosystem. He was one of the only people that wasn't shitting on it. So for that, I have mad respect. And when I see people that have that are showing me that kind of respect, I am going to bring that forward as well. So what I would like to do,
there.
Yep, this is him. Give him a follow. This guy's got all kinds of cool stuff that he's putting out. But this, I think everyone on this panel will enjoy because it is a pure meme play on Titan X.
There you go.
What does that mean? There are no buy and burns. There's no minting, no auctions. There's no mining. You literally swap it. What's it paired with? TitanX. That's it. It's a meme play. I was going to go through the white paper, but you know, I mean, I just gave you the TLDR. This is what the deal is. It's got tokenomics, but really all it needs to say is this is a meme play. Don't be a cuck. All you do is swap this. You know what I mean? But he's more professional than I am for sure. So yeah,
white paper. Don't be a bitch, ape. The end.
Right.
There you go.
Like really, like what the fuck are we doing?
Well,
here? But a couple of cool things to look into. Right, he's locking the LP. That's good. That's something that degens look for sure. The other thing that's very, very unique. Most TitanX ecosystem coins that are like mint, mine, or auction, when they first come out, when they first hit the market, they kind of all start off at 100,000, 100K market cap, and then kind of do the thing from there. Pretty much since after Steve created Vault, the way that he has his distribution and his LPs and all that kind of stuff, pretty much everyone kind of, I don't want to say copied him, but are pretty much taking that avenue because it worked out really well, right? So pretty much everything that launches on TitanX kind of launches around that 100K market cap and then goes up from there. He's actually launching this at a lower market cap. I think he was talking about trying to target like the 25K range. Wow. So the reason why I wanted to bring this to everyone's attention is because I know mad people in the House of Warlords will be getting into this. Mad people from the Council of LP, at least myself. I mean, I can only speak for myself, but I'm going to be getting into this. Mo raised his hand. Mo's going to be getting into this. I'm sure Nathan's going to get into it. Ted, why the hell not? Chaos Chris. Let's fucking go. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people right now that I can tell you're going to get into it. But guess who else might get into it? Fucking Stray OX. And you better hope to God that he is passed out when this thing launches. Because if he knows that this thing launches, you better be quick to get your bag. This is not an auction protocol. This is not a mining protocol. This is not a minting protocol. In fact, I would suffice it to say that this is a pure meme play. Why is that exciting? Well, we all saw what happened with Dragon Fart Dust. We all saw what happened with BpDAI, or what's happening currently with BpDAI. You get a chart that goes up and to the right. We've been talking a lot about King. Okay? These meme coins in a meme coin super cycle, right? They tend to have different charts than like these massive protocols with 15 or 18 layers of tokenomics. Okay. Here's the thing. It's a leverage play in TitanX. TitanX is a leverage play on Ethereum. So if you're in the TitanX ecosystem and you're looking for that I don't want to call it a pure degen play because it is paired with TitanX. But everyone knows what I mean here. If you're looking for something that's very, very easy, simple, you just go on Uniswap and swap it. As soon as he's going to be doing, he's going to be posting the contract address in his Telegram. So get in his Telegram, little TitanX, okay? Get in that Telegram because he's not doing a countdown. There is no countdown. There is no, okay, in 8 days, we're going to be launching. You really can't do that with a meme. Because if you tell people when a meme coin is going to launch, it's going to get sniped to the absolute max, right? You're going to get people degenning hard, exiting out on a 2x. Like it's the Wild West if you tell people exactly when you're going to. So I agree with them. I wouldn't give a specific date either. Distribution is going to be fully distributed. So there's no 8% Genesis because there's no inputs, right? You're not inputting to mine, mint, or auction. So again, this is going to be a speculative meme coin that's launched on TitanX. That excites me. The one thing that I can say is if you're listening, Investologics, I fucking love it. Everyone on this panel is going to love it. The House of Warlords is going to love it. The Council of LP is going to love it. That's all you really need. But just know you may get an ounce or two of shit because people that are and it's not going to be from people like us, right? You're not going to get shit from people like us. The people you can get shit from are like the TitanX maxis that want you to check the 37 arbitrary boxes, right? And token distribution is kind of a big thing in that ecosystem. So, and Jake has said many times he wants everyone to be able to get the same exact price. I kind of think that's a little communist, but it is what it is. That's why I'm going to be talking about it in good light.
This was America.
I mean, everyone gets the same price. Okay, that's cool. But I just wanted to throw it out there. There is a meme. It is launching soon. According to him, he says it's launching soon. I will repeat that. It is launching soon. It is going to be a low market cap meme coin. So if you're poopy because you got into something too late, well, and you're afraid of going on Solana, you're afraid of going on Base because you don't know those people. Well, here's a guy who's been an OG day one TitanX guy. He's locking his liquidity. I'm not telling you have to get into it, but I'm saying this is a example of a low market cap meme coin that we all talk about, that we're all into. This is something that you can also look into.
Excuse me.
Yeah. Hey, Mo, drop me down. Drop me down at the bottom. I want to say something about the whole meme coin thing in TitanX. So here's the thing about the TitanX community. You got these guys that are obsessed with utility, and then you got these meme coiners. Meme coiners are guys that came to a realization that all this shit is vaporware. When someone says this project is utility, 9 times out of 10, it's going to fail. We have not found a project that actually brings real world assets to the blockchain. It's all smoke and mirrors. So the main point I'm just trying to get across is we are in a meme coin super cycle for a reason. This is people fighting back against these VC funds. And the thing about TitanX is when you create one of these dApps, it costs anywhere from $10,000 to $100,000 to create that project. A regular meme coin can cost anywhere from $1,000 to $3,000 to launch. So the main point I'm trying to get across is there's going to be meme coins within the TitanX ecosystem. And you got one half these guys obsessed with it. You got the other half that are degens. And to be honest with you, the guys that are degens on TitanX are the guys that I've actually made plays with, made money off of, and did really well. The guys who are these maxis or whatever, I never got a play from them, and they never, ever gave me any sort of value to advance my crypto career. So the main point I'm trying to say is you're going to see a lot of this crap on Twitter. This time, I'm just going to go ape shit on these guys because I'm sick and tired of seeing this shit. There's a reason why. Oh, wait, hold on. I'm not done. There's a reason why these guys do not make money. And there's a reason why these guys always talk shit because they got nothing else going on. They're losers and they haven't done anything this bull market. Sorry, John, I didn't mean to cut you off.
I almost cut you off, bro. Here's what I'm going to say. I'm not trying to shit on anybody because you're free to make whatever you want, right? This is DeFi. You can make whatever you want.
DeFi.
But you cannot come at a meme coin that goes up and to the right when your chart is an L and it's been an L. You can't come out and say that project is trash. They're scammers, blah, blah, blah. How are you scamming? This is a scam. What book are you reading? Where are you learning? Where are you getting your knowledge from? Because last I checked, being up in price is the goal. Up this way, not this way. You can't even see my shit. So don't listen to these people that have, look at their chart. That's all I got to say. The people that are fudding, look at what they're into and then look at their chart. Zoom out. Everyone always says, when in doubt, zoom out. Go ahead, zoom out. Zoom out on all these charts. If it looks like this or this, depending on which way you're looking on my screen, If a chart looks like this, and then another chart looks like this, who's the scammer? Who got scammed? I don't make it a habit of calling people scammers, but I got super pissed off when people tried calling Dragon Fartos a scam. And better believe all those people that were talking shit, I'm gonna be on that ass after you launch, because I want to see you get to an 80x in 5 weeks, because we did.
Yeah.
Our scam coin got to an 80x in 5 weeks, so I want to see you do that, because if you don't, I'm on that ass.
And the other thing I also want to add, you know, a lot of these guys in the chat, I'll give you an example, like Shrey, he got into PTGC when I called it. Some of these guys got into PDAI when I called it, Heroes of Mavia, all that stuff. And so the main point I'm just trying to say is when you have somebody who's making calls and trying to do things to progress your life, they're not going to always get every single thing right. But keep in mind, just like what Moneymaker Mish said, we're all here to make money. That's the only thing that matters. This idea of trying to be the smartest person and have the best points, it doesn't matter. Like, you shouldn't be following these people. I just want to put that out there. So, yep.
No, that's why I love these. I love these streams that we do, because we all bring something different to the table, right? And me and Chris have absolutely no problem speaking our mind. That's gotten me into trouble more than once, but I'm still going to do it. And I'm gonna let you guys know if someone's full of shit. I'll go toe to toe with anyone that wants to talk shit about meme coins and their zero utility and how they're all scams. A lot of them are scams, but look at who the founders are. Are they trustworthy? Well, me and Nathan haven't sold $1 in both Dragon Fartos and BpDAI. Can all the other founders in every project that you're in, no matter what chain you're on, can all the other founders say the same with proof? With doxed wallets, can they say the same? I launched a zero. We launched a zero market cap coin. Mo, how much money have you sold?
0.
Nathan, how much money have you sold in BpDAI?
I have only bought.
Awesome.
Never sold.
I can say the exact same. And guess what? We're not going to sell. We will single side out. I'm not saying we're just going to hold it for eternity and never make money on it. I'm going to make my money on it. Believe that. But I'm going to do it in a way that benefits the community. Whether you guys want to follow and do that, that's on you. I'm not telling you have to single side out, but I'm telling you right now, the three of us, that's what we do, is we single side out, so that you know we're not just going to nuke the chart if it goes up a 2x. We already got rid of that guy that did that, and we're up 2x over that. So, you know, there's going to be, like Chris said, this is a meme coin super cycle. This isn't a utility coin, 18 layers, peeling an onion, fucking super cycle. No one has time for that. And when the degens come, how many white papers do you think degens are going to read?
0.
How many do degens on Solana even know how to spell white paper?
No.
Is it 2 words? Is it 1 word? Like, you know what I mean? They're not doing that. They don't give a shit. They want to see green candles. How did Dragon Fartos go up so fast? Green candles. How did King make its rise? Green candles. How did anything? Rabies. When Rabies launched, that thing went skadoosh. I saw a boost on there. You know what I mean? These are the guys that you want to look at. Who is painting charts? Who knows what the hell they're doing, and who's not nuking? Because that's not the case everywhere. I'm just going to say that. It's not the case everywhere.
Who's building versus who's extracting on people coming in.
Yeah.
Yep.
And also to add on, you know, some of you guys don't trade on Solana, which is, it's cool. I get it. It's crazy over there. But dude, these guys on Solana, man, they'll bully some of you guys on these charts. Like you don't understand the stuff that they use, from sniper bots to putting whales in chats and funding them out positions. Like the stuff on like TitanX and like in the Polshain community, that stuff's peanuts, man. Like you got to see the people I roll with on Solana. They're brutal, dude. And when they get into like charts and start playing the game, like you can't stop them from buying stuff. You can't stop them from interacting on Twitter and stuff. So main point I'm trying to say is meme coin's coming around. So yeah, man, you want to get into some calls now?
Yeah, definitely. We got about 10 minutes here, and we got to wrap it up.
Yeah, yeah.
What you got for me today? And by the way, Wednesday we'll do another stream. If you have time, then we'll do like a whole big kind of shill section. If you just want to maybe tease for right now, you can definitely do that.
Yeah, yeah. You know, Wednesday, let's just get on and go crazy with some shills. Like, let's do this like more TA heavily focused.
Okay.
I think that'd be cool. So as for plays right now, everything's on a very beautiful dip. So can you bring up actually here? Let me try to bring up my screen. If I start glitching out, I might need to get you to bring up the chart if that's cool with you.
Yep.
I'm praying to God.
Hey, thanks for stopping in, Wild Man. Appreciate you.
Yeah, it's one of my buddies, man. Shout out to you, Wild Man. I'm not gonna say your name, Elijah. I don't want to dox you, but that's my homie, dude. It's good to see you,
Bob.
man.
I did. Your docs, Bob. I got you.
All right, so
Just made that up.
let's just go through some charts. I got my screen shared. And of course it starts slowing down. All right, let's see we'll go. All right, so this is one of my favorite projects, Infinity. Long story short, it's basically you put Bitcoin on Sonic and it just generates volume, and that volume increases the fee share for the project, and then the fees that are basically collected from the project on Sonic are used to burn the token. So long story short, I don't want to make this like really complicated, and there's a complicated white paper, but I'm going to give it to you in a very small sentence. Basically, this thing's designed to go from inflationary to hyperdeflationary very, very fast. Now, what I see on the chart, we had a beautiful breakout, and then we started topping out right here. And so we got a massive line of resistance. Came back down, popped back up. What I see right here is a Adam and Eve. Broke out that Adam Eve, retested all-time high. Now we're starting to dip down. So main point I'm trying to say is we got a beautiful box of opportunity on Infinity right now. This thing's sitting at about 767K market cap. So I would say probably between 1 million and 700K. Great accumulation zone. The narrative behind Infinity. Will the price of one of these tokens surpass Bitcoin? The goal is to get one of these tokens to have a higher price than Bitcoin, and it's sitting at a penny. You guys see what I'm saying here? You see what I'm getting at here?
Let's fucking go.
Know what you're stepping in.
So let's say hypothetically that were to happen. I'm not saying it will, but hypothetically, $100 is about 11,580 of these tokens. So in my opinion, I like this narrative. I like the mechanics behind it. It's like it gives me that TitanX hex feeling. And right now, sitting at about 767K market cap, beautiful buy. Any questions from the panel?
Huh.
No, I love it. I already have it saved from the last time you talked about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I can't wait. We'll hit that again on Wednesday for sure.
Yeah, and if anyone in the chat did not see a couple streams ago, Chris came on here and talked, and I peppered him with a whole bunch of questions like, how do you get onto Sonic Chain, blah blah blah. Go rewatch that stream, and we go through exactly how you get from point A to point B on this.
Yes, sir. All right. So Heroes of Mavia. It's my number one gaming play. I love this game. I think we're going to billions. I really do. I really do think so. My speculation. I will sit here and say I'm wrong. I'm okay with being wrong. Most people aren't, but I am. So what I'm seeing right here is we got about, sorry, let me get this share out of the way. We got about a 1 month trend line coming in, and we're respecting that. 1, 2, 3 touches. That's enough. That's good enough to declare it a trend line. So what I'm seeing on the MACD is we have a couple crosses. We had another bullish cross right here, and the RSI is trading sideways right around 50. So what this is showing me is this is a massive accumulation zone. I don't suspect this to go any lower. I don't think we're going to break this trend line. If we do, we'll probably hit down at the bottom here. But in my opinion, with it sitting at 23 cents, that's definitely going to be a great place to get in. This green candle right here that you guys see, this was Crash Clay shilling right here. Crash Clay said he likes Heroes of Mavia. Came up, boom. People took profit, back on the trend line. So as of right now, project looking pretty good. $12 million market cap. I think this can go to $1 billion. So that would be 100x. 100x would be $1 billion. 1,000x would be 10 billion. A lot of these gaming coins get up to 80 billion. So that would be, was it 800x if we get to 80 billion? I'm not saying we will, but those are the ranges you can think of. So if we get 100x, you put 1,000 in right now, that'll be $100,000 if we hit that $1 billion mark. So
I pounced on this as soon as you brought it up in previous stream, Chris.
cool. I love it, guys. Love it. All right. Should I give them the new? We got 5 minutes. You guys think I should give them a new?
It's up
Is
to
it
you.
the one I
Yeah.
is it
For
the one I
Wednesday
DM'd you
or-
about?
What's up?
Is it the one I DM'd you about today?
No. That
Okay.
one, nah. I'm not gonna give that one out. We'll save that. We'll save that for. I want to wait for that bottom to come in, and then we'll talk about that. Actually, I'll give you guys this one, and then we'll talk about more on the next live stream. So, you guys know Hyperliquid. It's basically a centralized exchange on the blockchain. That's all it is, really, right? Well, Coinbase actually got their own version of Hyperliquid. This is like an exchange that's integrating into TradFi that has a lot of that has the backing of BlackRock, Arthur Hayes, and a lot of big VC funds. Now, when I went through and looked through this project, what I saw was there's actually a lot of big players investing in it, and they're also using it to do a lot of shorts and longing on the market. So in my opinion, I really like BSX. And I also do think that because they have the token unlock coming out the first month of 2026, there's a good chance that we might see this thing absolutely rip sometime this fall. So I really like this play. It's on top of Coinbase. Coinbase Ventures is extremely bullish on this. I personally believe that this is probably going to be one of the biggest exchanges where you're going to see a lot of shorting, long in the market, and all that good stuff. It's sitting at a $2.4 million market cap. That 12 million FDV won't hit until January the 1st of 2026. So this is actually my big, I'm not into the whole utility RWA stuff because I think it's kind of gay, but this is the closest thing to RWAs that we're going to have this market. And I think this is going to be a play sitting at $2.4 million market cap. Any thoughts on this project, gentlemen?
I have to say that we're going to definitely follow this. Yeah. Your main plays, we're going to follow these things every fucking stream. Let's fucking go.
Yes. So I really like this. This one's a little bit safer, and the reason why I want to put this out here is this is a long-term play. Sometimes when we talk about meme coins, it's a lot of buy low, sell high stuff. This is this is like my final roster on my football team going into the Super Bowl type of deal. That's what we're talking about here. So just looking at some chart fundamentals, one thing I'm seeing here is another beautiful trend line forming. We're definitely producing a higher low 1, 2, 3 times, respecting this trend line. We're coming back down here, and when we touch this trend line, it's going to be a great buying opportunity. So in my opinion, right now, at this time of this recording, in my opinion, it's a buy, not financial advice. And if it is financial advice, it's Mike Dean's fault. So let me check the RSI real quick. So RSI, so you see how actually let me do full screen. Sorry guys, you probably couldn't see that. So you see how it forms like this rounded bottom, then bounces up. That's called a hidden divergence. So when the RSI is low and slowly comes up, bounces and retests, come back down, it's saying that you're seeing massive accumulation on this chart. And based off of the volume at 86K and these couple spikes in the green candles, these are whales accumulating this project right now. So I'm seeing a lot of whale action on BSX, which tells me that this thing could potentially send in the next couple months. So Yeah, man. So yeah, that's all I got for projects. We'll talk about another one on Thursday that I think will be really great, and then we'll review all the ones because I want to get you guys all complicated. I'll put this into a nice, beautiful watch list, and we'll go through every single one every now and then. So
I was just about to say we need to make the verse watch list because it's going to be fascinating to see everything that the verse called. If you just put a little bit in, how you would fare, because I think you're going to fare pretty damn well.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
And yeah. I don't know if you guys saw my X post, but I made an X post where he did 2 calls. He called out BpDAI. I put where he called it, and then I also put King, where he called it 3 different streams that you could have gotten in here, or here. I plan on doing that a bunch this bull market, so strap in for that.
Appreciate
and
it.
It's not necessarily to say I told you so. It's because we want people to win. We want you guys to win. No one's paying us to show fucking coins. We're talking about things that we like that have strong communities. And I did want to mention one thing about the VC stuff. The people that have token unlocks coming in. A lot of people, they see that there's token unlocks coming in and they hear all this crazy shit. Listen, if I'm a VC and I have a ton of money in this, I have like $1 million invested in this project, right? And I have an unlock coming out in like February of 2026. What do you think is going to be in my best interest to be doing September, October, November, December? What do you think my best interest is? Pumping this motherfucker. Because everyone knows that there's unlocks coming, so you have to expect there to be a little dip when those unlocks come. But if you're way the hell up here and you dip down, you're still making fat money, and it's in their best interest to get this thing as high as possible. I've seen it before, and it can get disgusting. It can get disgusting in a good way. It can get disgusting. So just that I wanted to let you guys know, just because this token unlock's coming out, it's not necessarily a bad thing, especially if you have damn near a year to get in now, because if you get in October, the sumbitch might be 25x higher than it is now or more. I mean, you know what I mean? So, you can chunk in now, just set it, forget it. Like you said, long-term play, come back in the fall, see what's going on. And then watch some crazy shit happen when these VCs are all pumping the shit out of this thing. And guess who has money to do such a thing? All the people he just mentioned. I don't know if everyone knows who Arthur Hayes is, but that's triple OG of fucking crypto. So he's got stupid money. BlackRock has stupid money. And if these guys are going to be pumping money in, I'm not saying they are, but I have to imagine they're going to want to pump their bags. They're not in the game to not make money. You know what I mean? So
yes, sir. Hey, great points. Time to wrap it on up, guys, and let's get rock and rolling, dude. Appreciate all the love.
Yeah, man.
You want to start us off with the last words?
Yes, sir. Hey, guys, thank you so much. It was a great live stream as always. Shout out to my boy Mo, Johnny, Ted, and Nathan. These guys come in here, they put in the work, they educate the community. Everybody's got their own specialty, and then we bring this panel together. Then we got every base cover in crypto, and that's really great, guys. So, guys, please do me a favor, follow all these guys. And also, if you like the fast money, you like the meme coins, you like the generate stuff, hit me up at the verse 369. Awesome, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.
Stop it.
The wrong one. That's funny. I appreciate you very much for that, sir. Last words, sir.
Hey there. So yeah, this is great. I didn't expect there to be more alpha this evening, but hey, we do it every single time. I'm excited for the next stream because Chris, if you're going to talk about one that I think you're going to talk about, I'm excited to hear that, and I've got some things to say. So we will Wait, that
Yeah.
BpDAI to Dora and Dragon Fart Dust. Fart it to the moon.
There it is.
That was amazing.
It's gonna happen.
Oh boy. Oh yeah.
All right, Ted.
Honesty and truth is what you get here, and all the guys in this stream, hats off. Always, I say that. Appreciate everything. House of Warlords, Council of LP, cruise them every day. You learn something. You'll pick something up. And what Chris is dropping tonight on some of this stuff it's legit. It's legit. We've been talking about it. A couple of them we've talked about more than once. So if you missed it, it's been reiterated. So get the message. These are well thought out decisions, and I'm moving with them too. So hats off to you guys. Love it. And I will be on a plane Wednesday night, so I may not make it. But if I'm not there, you'll be right here the whole time. All right.
Well, appreciate you. Safe travels as always, sir. Let us know when you do get to your hotel that night, so we know everything's all good.
I will let you know. Peace.
You're like family now. I'm like, no, you got to call me when you get in. I need to make sure.
Well, yeah, it's bouncing around. And Chris, again, thanks for the reply today, man.
Yeah, anytime, man. And like I said, guys, dude, TEDx is awesome, guys. Nicest guy out here. Everyone else on this panel is really fucked up, but TEDx is the glue that holds us all together.
Oh,
Very well said.
thanks.
Johnny?
Oh man, that was great. A lot of energy on this one. I'm going to make it very, very plain and simple, guys. For everyone that's watching, you already know how I roll. You already know how Nathan rolls. You already know how Mo rolls. You already know how the verse rolls, and Ted. Take a look at Little TitanX. Don't fade it. Don't fade it just because it's not some crazy ass protocol that you have to wait to get your shit. Okay. The reason why I say that is because if this thing starts printing candles, okay, you will see it obnoxiously. You will see an obnoxious amount of shit on X posts from probably all of us. So don't be that guy that sits and goes, oh man, I didn't think it would do anything. This is not a normal protocol. Okay. That's not what this is. This is a meme. And I can tell you right now, this is going to get blasted on the Council of LP. This is going to get blasted on the House of Warlords. Stray is in multiple TitanX communities. Mo is in multiple TitanX communities. It's going to get the word out is going to get out. So I'm just saying, it is a meme coin. It could go violent to the upside. It can go violent to the downside. However, the people that I know that are getting into it are pretty steadfast in wanting to paint a chart up and to the right. And you might want to take a look at it. That's all I gotta say. Might want to take a look at it, but don't get poopy if I start chart flexing. Don't get poopy if Mo starts chart flexing. Don't be that guy.
Eat your fiber.
Don't be that guy. You don't have to put a lot in there. $200. Throw $200 in. Get some dust out of your wallet. Same thing with BpDAI. If you're not in already, you're silly. It's paired with ETH, damn it. What's ETH doing right now? Just because ETH is going up, we're going up. Dragon Fart Dust is paired with ETH. Dragon Fart Dust is going up right now. Why? Because ETH is going up. So
I watched the tiniest buy on Dragon Fart Dust.
here's the other thing. This is my last thing because I know I'm long-winded. I'm working on it. But this is the other thing. These low market cap coins, you guys need to understand bonded liquidity and really what that means. What that means is if ETH goes up, let's say 2, 3, 4% in a day, right? And someone puts in like a $15 or $20 buy, it moves the chart up pretty nice. A lot more than you would think it would move it up. And that's like a $20 buy, especially if it has light liquidity. And this one is not going to it's not going to launch with $100,000 in liquidity. This thing's going to have probably closer to, I want to say 5,000, I think is what he said. So 2,500, 2,500, right? So just know that if and when ETH does its thing, TitanX will probably do its thing. This thing's leveraged on TitanX. That's all I gotta say. I'm done.
All right. Love it. I can't wait to watch that. I'm super psyched on meme coins. You know me. I'm a meme coin degenerate at heart. For God's sakes, I started with Doge. So you can take me out of Doge, but you can't take the Doge out of me. So let's fucking go. I'll tell you what. I said I was going to hit the BpDAI $2 video, and I haven't even given you guys the war cry. So let me do that, and then I'll send us out on our normal exit. Thank you guys for coming in. I appreciate y'all. Please follow the verse. Make sure you're not just following him. Make sure you have notifications turned on so you know when he drops a post. You don't find out 8 hours later and you miss another pump. Okay? Make sure you're in these streams. Make sure you're in these telegrams. If you're late to alpha, you're late to winnings. So I hope you have a great day. I hope you have a great week. We'll see you again soon. BpDAI $2 is already over 100K market cap in just over a week. Where do we go from here? Stay tuned and find out. Let's fucking go. BpDAI $2.
Knock, knock, who's there? It's the most Nathan and Papa Vegas. BpDAI is based in your face, bitch. Yeah. Base BpDAI Dora. Base BpDAI Dora. Base BpDAI Dora.
Fucking love that. PDI to $1, base PDI to $1, and y'all face, bitch,
Yes,
respectively.
sir.
Have a great day, guys.
Hey,
I'm rude, I'm indeed, I'm a died, 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 I'm indeed.